The day started like any other on Earth. People woke up, went to work, and children went to school. But far above the blue sky, something dark and strange was moving slowly near Earth's orbit. Scientists at the big space stations first saw it. A giant alien fleet, made of many huge ships, appeared out of nowhere. The ships were bigger than anything humans had ever built. Their shapes were strange and unfamiliar. They floated silently in space, close enough for Earth's telescopes to see clearly. The whole world soon knew about the fleet. At first, people did not understand what to think. Was this a peaceful visit or was it a warning? The leaders of Earth's countries called emergency meetings. The United Nations gathered quickly to talk about the threat. Everyone felt fear and confusion. News channels showed live images of the alien ships. People stopped their daily work and stared at the sky. The atmosphere was heavy with tension. No one knew the aliens' purpose. Some experts hoped they came to share knowledge or make friends. Others were afraid the aliens wanted to attack and take over Earth. This fear grew every hour. Governments started to prepare for the worst. Soldiers were put on alert, and air defenses were ready. The world's armies, though divided in many countries, had one goal now: protect humanity. Scientists worked day and night to learn more about the alien fleet. They sent messages to the ships, but no reply came. The aliens stayed silent like statues in the sky. This silence was even more frightening. What did they want? Why had they come? The questions had no answers. The fear of the unknown spread fast. In many cities, people gathered outside to watch the sky. Families held hands and hoped for peace. But children asked hard questions. Will the aliens hurt us, they wondered. The adults could only give uncertain answers. The world felt small and helpless in front of this great mystery. The media talked about possible outcomes. Some said war was near. Others hoped for a peaceful solution. But one thing was clear. Humanity was facing a moment it never expected. The alien fleet was a sign that Earth was not alone. And now, everything was about to change. Inside the big control rooms of Earth's defense centers, commanders watched the ships closely. They saw lights blinking on the alien fleet. Strange signals came through the space radios, but no one could understand their meaning. The messages were in a language unknown to humans. The aliens did not respond to greetings or warnings. They waited, silent and still. Meanwhile, ordinary people felt the change too. Work stopped in many places. Shops closed early. Parents held their children close. Fear and hope mixed in the hearts of many. The future was uncertain. What would happen next? Would the aliens attack without warning? Or were they waiting for something else? Leaders of Earth spoke on television to calm people. They promised to protect everyone and said that experts were working hard to find a way to communicate with the aliens. But inside, they knew it would not be easy. This was the greatest challenge humanity had ever faced. The fate of Earth hung in the balance. Some brave scientists suggested sending small unmanned ships closer to the alien fleet to learn more. These ships flew near the giant vessels but were quickly pushed away by a strange force field. The aliens clearly did not want humans near. This showed they were powerful and ready to defend themselves. In space, the alien ships began to move slowly closer to Earth. The world watched in silence. Military satellites tracked their movements. Each new step by the aliens increased the tension on Earth. Was this the start of war? No one wanted to believe it, but the signs were worrying. Families prepared for emergencies. Some stocked food and water. Others said prayers. Cities held meetings to plan for possible evacuation or defense. The idea of war was terrifying, yet many also felt a strange pride. Humanity was united against the unknown threat. The world was ready to fight if needed. As night came, the alien fleet shone brightly against the black sky. Their lights flickered like stars, but they were not stars. They were machines of a powerful alien race. The stars watched silently as Earth's people faced their greatest test. In a small town, a young boy looked up at the sky. He felt scared but also curious. "Who are they?" he asked his mother. She hugged him tight and said, "We don't know yet." But we must be strong. That night, many people felt the same fear and hope. Across the globe, people stayed awake to watch the sky. The alien fleet was a silent giant, a mystery waiting to be solved. No one could guess what would happen next. Would the aliens come in, peace, or would they bring destruction? The world was holding its breath. The quiet fear that filled Earth after the alien fleet arrived turned into sudden shock. One morning, without any warning, a bright flash lit up the red surface of Mars. The humans had built a small military outpost there, a place to study Mars and protect Earth. But the aliens attacked it first. Their huge ships fired powerful weapons. Explosions broke the stillness of the Martian desert. The outpost shook as walls cracked and equipment broke. Many brave soldiers fought back, but the alien power was too strong. The news spread quickly. Earth's people watched live videos from Mars. They saw soldiers running, fighting, and falling. The first strike by the aliens was cruel and fast. Many lives were lost. Panic spread through Earth cities. People could no longer hope. The aliens wanted peace. The war had begun. Leaders around the world called emergency meetings. The best minds in science and the strongest armies gathered to plan. "We must defend ourselves," the president of one great country said. "We cannot let Mars fall without a fight." The words made people feel a little braver, but they also knew the enemy was very powerful. In space, human ships flew quickly toward Mars. They wanted to help the soldiers still alive. The commanders sent messages to Earth, asking for backup, but the alien fleet was large and spread out. It was hard to find and fight all their ships. The aliens had more ships and better weapons. They moved fast and hit hard. Back on Earth, scientists worked around the clock. They studied the alien weapons and their ships. "These weapons are like nothing we have," one scientist said sadly. "They can destroy large buildings with one shot." Another scientist found that the aliens' technology was very advanced, but not perfect. There might be a way to fight back. The soldiers on Mars did not give up. They built new defenses and worked together. They used every tool they had. Their courage inspired many on Earth. "If humans can fight on Mars, we can fight anywhere," a young soldier said in a radio message. His voice was strong, full of hope. But the aliens continued their attack. Another strike hit a small colony on the moon. It was a place where humans mined resources. The explosion caused many injuries. The humans felt the war was closing in on them from all sides. The fear was real, but so was their determination. The alien fleet kept moving closer to Earth. The giant ships covered the sky. They blocked sunlight in some places, making days feel darker. People talked about this everywhere. Some believed the aliens wanted to scare humans before the big attack on Earth. Others thought the aliens wanted to make humans lose hope. In secret, some human leaders planned a dangerous mission. They wanted to sneak into the alien fleet and learn more about the enemy. A small group of pilots volunteered for this risky task. "We may not come back," their leader said, "but we must try." Their bravery gave others courage. Meanwhile, on Earth, families prepared for war. Parents hugged their children tightly. Soldiers said goodbye to their loved ones before leaving for battle. The world was changing fast. Peace felt far away. But even in fear, humans found strength in each other. In the night sky, the alien ships shone like dark stars. Their strange shapes moved slowly, but with purpose. No one could guess their next move. Every moment was filled with suspense. One day, a young scientist working late in a lab received a strange message. It was not like the alien signals before. This message seemed like a warning. "They want war," the scientist whispered. "They want total destruction." The words sent chills through the room. The threat was real, and the fight had only just begun. The world held its breath again. Earth was no longer safe. The war was here. After the shocking attack on Mars and the Moon, humans felt scared but not broken. They knew the aliens were strong and had advanced weapons, but humans had something the aliens did not expect. A hidden strength, a secret technology buried deep in Earth's history. This technology was old but powerful. It was a weapon and a shield at the same time. Scientists called it Project Guardian. It was designed years ago when Earth first sent people to space. No one believed it would be needed, but now, it was the only hope. The project used a new kind of energy that could destroy the alien ships or protect Earth's cities from attack. The secret was kept safe in a hidden lab, far underground, away from danger. The leaders of Earth gathered to decide if they should use Project Guardian. It was risky. The technology was untested in real battle. But the aliens were coming closer and time was running out. "We have no choice," said the chief scientist. "We must try." The soldiers prepared for a new kind of fight. Engineers worked day and night to make the weapon ready. They trained pilots and crews to use it. Hope grew among humans. They felt ready to show the aliens that Earth was not weak. Meanwhile, the alien fleet continued its slow approach. Their ships were quiet and strong. They watched Earth carefully, waiting for the right moment to strike again. The aliens had no idea about Project Guardian, but soon they would learn. One night, a small group of human pilots flew near the alien ships with new weapons. They attacked one of the smaller alien vessels. The weapon worked. It damaged the ship badly, forcing it to retreat. The humans cheered. This was the first victory in a long time. But the aliens were angry. They sent more ships to find the new weapon's source. The battle grew fierce. Explosions lit up space like fireworks. Both sides lost many ships. The war was getting worse, but humans never stopped fighting. Back on Earth, people watched the news with hope. The secret weapon gave them courage. Schools, shops, and homes opened again. People smiled more. They believed Earth could win. At the same time, scientists studied the alien ships that were captured or damaged. They learned more about the enemy's weaknesses. "The aliens are powerful," said a scientist, "but they have blind spots. If we find those, we can win." The alien commanders noticed the new weapon and realized humans were stronger than they thought. They began to plan new attacks. One alien leader said, "We must destroy Earth before they grow stronger." In the next battle, humans used Project Guardian to protect a city under attack. The weapon created a strong shield around the city. The alien weapons hit the shield but could not break it. For the first time, humans felt safe in a war. Even with this success, the fight was not over. The aliens had many ships and many weapons. The humans had to be smart and brave. Every battle was dangerous. Inside the secret lab, the scientists worked on improving the weapon. They knew this technology was Earth's last hope. They hoped it could stop the aliens once and for all. Meanwhile, on Earth, people prayed for peace but prepared for war. Families stayed close. Soldiers trained harder. The world was united in one goal: survive and win. One day, the young pilot who helped attack the alien ship spoke to reporters. "We are not afraid," he said. "We will fight to protect our home. We will show the aliens that humans are strong and clever." The alien fleet watched these events carefully. They saw humans fight with courage and new power. The war was becoming a test of wills. In the dark sky, the alien ships moved closer to Earth again. The world waited. Everyone knew the next battle would be even harder. The secret weapon gave hope, but the fight was far from over. The battle in space grew fiercer day by day. Human ships and alien ships clashed among the stars. Explosions burst like thunder in the dark sky. Both sides lost many brave fighters, but no one wanted to stop. The aliens had not expected humans to fight back so hard. They thought Earth's people were weak and easy to defeat, but humans showed a new side, fierce and unstoppable. In the command rooms of Earth's space fleet, commanders watched every move carefully. They sent their best pilots to fight in the front lines. These pilots were young, skilled, and fearless. They flew their ships with great skill, dodging enemy fire and attacking with surprise. Each victory gave humans hope. Each loss made them stronger. One pilot, a young woman named Mia, became a hero. She flew her ship through a group of alien fighters and destroyed 2 enemy ships alone. Her bravery was talked about everywhere. People on Earth cheered for her and her team. "She shows us that humans can win," her commander said proudly. The alien fleet grew angry and confused. How could these humans, small and weak in their eyes, fight so well? They had stronger weapons and bigger ships, but humans were clever. They worked together and never gave up. The battle was not only about strength, it was about courage, hope, and will. Humans used new tactics, surprising the aliens. They attacked when the enemy least expected. Sometimes they pretended to retreat, but then came back with full force. The aliens had to change their plans again and again. In space, the battles made stars shine with fire. Human ships exploded, and so did alien ships. Smoke and fire filled the sky. But neither side wanted to lose. The war was a test of who could last longer. On Earth, people followed the battles closely. They watched news channels, hoping to hear good news about the brave pilots. Families prayed for their loved ones fighting in space. The hope that humans could win kept everyone strong. But the aliens were not done yet. They sent their strongest ships to Earth's orbit. These ships were bigger and more dangerous than before. They wanted to destroy human defenses and clear the way for invasion. Earth's commanders knew this battle would be the hardest. They prepared their strongest ships and the new secret weapon. The pilots trained day and night. Every human was ready to fight with all their heart. The sky above Earth filled with ships. The air buzzed with the sounds of battle. Lasers flashed and missiles flew. Explosions rocked the silence of space. The fight was fierce and loud. During this battle, Mia and her team faced the biggest alien ship ever seen. It was a massive warship, covered with thick armor and many weapons. It seemed impossible to defeat. But Mia did not give up. She flew closer to the big ship, dodging missiles and laser fire. She found a weak spot in the armor, a small hidden area near the engines. With all her courage, she fired her ship's strongest weapon at the weak spot. The weapon hit the mark. The alien warship shook and started to break apart. Smoke and fire poured out. The ship exploded in a huge fireball. The aliens around it were shocked. Mia's victory was a turning point. It showed humans that even the biggest enemy could fall. The battle continued, but hope grew stronger. At the end of the day, both sides were tired. Many ships were lost, but humans had won important ground. The aliens had to retreat for now. Back on Earth, people celebrated Mia's bravery. The story of her courage spread everywhere. She became a symbol of human strength and hope. But the war was not over. The alien fleet still had many ships. They would come back. The fight for Earth's future was just beginning. As the stars shone above, Earth's people looked to the sky with hope and fear. They knew the battle was far from finished. But one thing was clear. Humans were ready to fight until the end. After the hard battle near Earth's orbit, the world thought the worst was over. But the alien fleet had a secret plan. They wanted more than just to fight in space. They wanted to take Earth itself. Their goal was clear: total destruction of humanity. One day, sensors picked up a new threat. Small alien ships were moving quickly toward Earth's surface. These ships were fast and hard to track. They flew low through the atmosphere, hiding from human radars. The humans called them shadows. No one knew how many there were or where they would strike. The news spread fast. People felt fear again. This time the enemy was closer than ever. The shadows could attack anywhere: cities, military bases, or even small towns. Earth's defenses scrambled to find and stop them. Soldiers and pilots worked day and night. They chased the shadows with jets and missiles. But the shadows were quick and smart. They slipped away before humans could catch them. The attacks began suddenly. Explosions rocked cities. Buildings shook. People ran for safety. The shadows' first attack was on a big city near the ocean. They destroyed power plants and communication centers. The city went dark and silent. Panic spread as people lost contact with the outside world. Emergency teams rushed to help, but it was hard to stop the damage. Leaders of Earth called an emergency meeting again. They knew the aliens had changed their tactics. The war was not only in space now, it was on the ground. "We must stop these shadow ships before they destroy everything," said a general. "If they reach the cities, Earth will fall." Scientists studied the shadows carefully. They discovered the ships use special technology to hide. "They have a cloaking system," a scientist explained. "It makes them almost invisible to our radars." The technology was new and dangerous. The humans decided to build a new weapon, a special radar that could see through the cloaking. Engineers worked quickly. They used old and new ideas to make a device called the Truth Eye. It was a radar that could find the shadows anywhere on Earth. Meanwhile, soldiers prepared for a new kind of war. They trained to fight close to the ground near cities and towns. This was different from fighting in space. It was harder and more dangerous. The shadows could hide in the smallest places. In one city, a young soldier named Alex prepared for battle. He was scared but ready. "I will protect my home," he said to his family. His friends joined him. They were all ready to fight the invisible enemy. The first big battle on Earth began at night. The shadows attacked again, trying to destroy a large military base, but this time the Truth Eye was ready. It found the ships hiding in the darkness. Human fighters flew out fast and attacked the shadows. The fight was hard. The shadows used fast attacks and strange weapons, but the humans fought bravely. Alex and his team fought in the dark streets, chasing the shadows and protecting their home. The battle lasted for hours. Many were hurt, but the shadows were pushed back. The military base stayed safe. This victory gave hope to Earth's people. They knew the war was far from over, but they had a new weapon and courage. The alien fleet was surprised by the new weapon and strong defense. They had planned a quick invasion, but humans were not easy to defeat. The aliens began to change their plans again. They wanted to find a way to break the Truth Eye and attack harder. On Earth, families waited nervously for news. They prayed for the soldiers fighting near the shadows. Children stayed close to their parents. People helped each other in the dark cities. Even in fear, humans showed kindness and strength. Alex looked at the stars and thought about the future. The war had changed everything, but he believed in humanity's power to survive. "We will fight," he said quietly. "We will never give up." As the sun rose, Earth's people saw hope growing in the darkest times. The war was still dangerous, but humans were ready. The fight for Earth's survival had reached a new and deadly stage. The war was getting harder every day. The alien fleet had not stopped. They sent new ships to Earth, stronger and faster than before. Humans had their secret weapon and the Truth Eye radar, but the enemy was clever. They learned from each battle and changed their ways. One day, Earth's leaders received a strange message. It was not from their own people or allies. The message came from an alien who wanted peace. The message said the war could end if humans agreed to meet and talk. This surprised many people. Was this a trick, or a real chance for peace? Some leaders wanted to accept the meeting. Others wanted to fight until the aliens were gone. The world was divided. But the chance to stop the war was tempting. The meeting was set in a neutral place, a space station far from Earth in the alien homeworld. Both sides sent representatives. Humans were careful. They brought their best diplomats and soldiers. When the alien representative arrived, it was a tall being with glowing blue eyes. It spoke slowly and clearly. "We did not want war," it said, "but we had no choice. Our home is dying and we need a new place. We thought Earth was weak. Now we see humans are strong." The humans listened. They felt hope but also fear. Could they trust this alien? Was this a way to trick them? The talks lasted for hours. Both sides shared their stories and fears. The alien said their homeworld was losing its sun. They needed to survive. The humans said Earth was their home, and they would fight to protect it. Suddenly, during the talks, a group of alien soldiers attacked the space station. The peace meeting turned into chaos. Explosions rocked the station. Humans and aliens fought in the halls and corridors. The alien representative who wanted peace was shocked. He tried to stop the fight but failed. Humans had to defend themselves. The soldiers fought bravely to protect the diplomats and innocent workers. The peace meeting ended in failure. The alien who wanted peace was taken prisoner by his own people. Humans realized the war was far from over. Some aliens wanted peace, but others wanted total destruction. Back on Earth, the news of the attack shocked everyone. People felt angry and sad. They wanted peace but prepared for more war. The leaders decided to fight harder to protect their home. The secret weapons were improved. The Truth Eye radar was made stronger. Soldiers trained harder. They knew the enemy was dangerous, but they would never stop fighting. In the middle of this chaos, a new hero appeared. His name was Captain Ryan. He was a strong leader, calm and smart. He believed in peace but knew war was needed to protect Earth. Captain Ryan led special missions to stop alien attacks. He and his team flew fast ships, striking enemy ships before they could attack Earth. His courage inspired many soldiers. One day, Captain Ryan's team found an alien base hidden near an asteroid. The base was a key part of the enemy's plan. Ryan and his team planned a dangerous attack. If they destroyed the base, they could weaken the alien fleet. The mission was risky. The base was heavily guarded, but Ryan and his team were ready. They flew close to the asteroid, hiding in its shadows. The attack began. Explosions lit the darkness of space. Ryan's team fought bravely. They destroyed the base's weapons and engines. The alien fleet lost a strong part of its power. After the mission, Ryan returned to Earth as a hero. People cheered and felt hope again. The war was still hard, but humans had a strong leader. As Earth's sun set one evening, Captain Ryan looked at the stars. He knew the war was not over, but he believed humans could win. They would fight for their home no matter the cost. The fight for Earth continued. The war had lasted a long time. Both humans and aliens were tired and hurt. Many ships were destroyed, many lives lost. But neither side gave up. Earth was still standing. Humans were still fighting. Captain Ryan and his team prepared for one last mission. The alien fleet's main ship was close to Earth's orbit. This ship was the command center, the brain of the enemy. If humans could destroy it, the war might end. The plan was dangerous. The ship was huge and full of weapons. It was protected by strong shields and many fighter ships. Many people said the mission was impossible, but Ryan knew it was the only chance. The human fleet gathered near Earth's atmosphere. Soldiers hugged their families goodbye. They knew the fight might be their last, but they believed in their mission. They believed in protecting their home. The battle began in silence. Suddenly, the huge alien ship fired its weapons. Bright beams and missiles flew toward Earth's fleet. Human ships dodged and fought back. Explosions lit up the dark space like fireworks. Captain Ryan led his team into the heart of the battle. They flew fast and brave, avoiding enemy fire. Ryan's ship was hit, but he did not stop. His team fought with courage and skill. As they got closer to the enemy ship, they faced the strongest defenses. The shields were almost unbreakable. Ryan's team used the secret weapon, Project Guardian, to break the shields. The weapon fired, a strong pulse of energy. The shields flickered and then disappeared. The human ships moved in quickly. They attacked the alien ship's engines and weapons. The huge ship shook and sparks flew. Inside the alien ship, the commanders were scared. They saw their power fading. The humans were strong and smart. They would not give up. The battle was fierce. Many ships from both sides were destroyed, but the humans kept fighting. At last, Captain Ryan found the ship's core, the center of its power. He fired the final shot. The core exploded in a huge blast. The alien ship began to fall apart. The aliens fled in panic. Their fleet broke and ran. The war was ending. Back on Earth, people watched the skies. They cheered when they saw the alien ships retreating. The long nightmare was over. Captain Ryan and his team returned as heroes. The world celebrated their victory. People hugged and cried tears of joy. They were free again. But Captain Ryan knew the price of war. Many brave people had died. Many cities were damaged. Earth was hurt but alive. He looked at the stars and whispered, We will rebuild. We will be stronger. We will protect our home. The war had tested humanity's courage and strength. It had shown that even in the darkest times, hope can shine. Humans fought for their world, and they won. The future was uncertain, but Earth was safe for now. After the great victory, Earth was quiet, but the peace was fragile. Captain Ryan knew the alien fleet might return. Not all the enemies had fled. Some had escaped to hidden places, planning revenge. The war was not fully over. On Earth, scientists worked to rebuild what was broken. Cities were being repaired, but new problems appeared. Strange signals were detected deep in space, signals no one had seen before. They were different from the alien fleet's usual messages. Captain Ryan was called to a secret meeting. Military leaders and scientists gathered to understand the signals. They feared a new threat, one worse than before. The signals were coming from beyond the known parts of the galaxy. They were mysterious and powerful. No one knew if they were a warning or a call for help. Ryan and a team of experts prepared to investigate. They would travel far beyond Earth's orbit to the edge of human space. Their mission was to find the source of the signals and learn what they meant. The journey was long and dangerous. The ship passed through dark areas of space, where no human had gone before. The crew faced silence and cold, but they stayed focused. One day, the ship's sensors picked up a huge object. It was a massive alien structure floating silently in the void. It looked like a fortress made of metal and light. The signals were coming from this place. As the team approached, alarms sounded. The structure activated weapons and shields. The humans had entered unknown territory, possibly an enemy base or something more mysterious. Captain Ryan ordered the ship to hold position. They tried to communicate, but there was no answer. The silence was tense and heavy. Suddenly a voice came through the speakers. It was strange and powerful, not like any human or alien voice before. It spoke in an unknown language, but the ship's translator worked fast. The message was clear. You have come far, humans. Your courage is known. But beware. The galaxy holds dangers you cannot imagine. Your fight has just begun. Ryan felt a chill. This message was a warning and a challenge. The universe was bigger and more dangerous than anyone thought. The crew prepared for what might come next. They did not know if they would find friends or enemies. The only thing certain was that their mission had changed. It was no longer just about Earth. It was about survival in a vast, unknown universe. Back on Earth, people waited and hoped. They watched the stars, praying for the safety of Ryan and his crew. The future was uncertain, but humans were ready. The story of humanity was far from over. New challenges were coming, but so was new hope. The fight for survival had entered a new chapter. The warning from the mysterious voice stayed in Captain Ryan's mind. The galaxy was bigger and the dangers were unknown, but he was ready. He knew humans were strong and brave. The team decided to explore the huge alien structure. They needed answers. Slowly, the ship moved closer. Inside, strange lights and machines glowed. The walls were covered with symbols and shapes no one understood. As they explored, they found signs of an ancient civilization. It was old, older than humans, or the alien fleet they fought before. This place was once home to a powerful race that disappeared long ago. Suddenly, alarms sounded again. The structure was waking up. Doors closed and robots appeared. The humans had to fight or find a way to stop the machines. Captain Ryan led the team carefully. They found a control room with a glowing crystal at its center. It pulsed with energy. Ryan realized this crystal was the power source for the whole structure. He made a quick decision. If they could control or destroy the crystal, they could stop the machines and learn the truth behind the signals. The team worked fast. The crystal was protected by strong energy fields. Using their tools and bravery, they broke through the barriers. The crystal's light changed. The machine slowed down and stopped. Suddenly, the crystal showed images in the air, stories of the ancient race. It told how they tried to control the galaxy but failed. Their power destroyed them. The warning voice was from this race, sent to protect others from the same fate. Captain Ryan and his team understood the meaning. The galaxy was dangerous, but humans had a chance to survive if they were wise and careful. The ship returned to Earth with new knowledge and hope. The people welcomed them as heroes. The war with the alien fleet was over, but a new journey had begun. Earth prepared for the future. Scientists worked on new technology. Leaders made plans to protect humanity and explore space safely. Captain Ryan looked at the stars again. He knew there would be challenges, but he also knew that humanity's spirit was strong. They had faced war, danger, and the unknown, and they had won. The story of humanity was just beginning. The galaxy was waiting. After returning from the ancient alien structure, Earth's people thought they had peace at last. But Captain Ryan knew the real test was just beginning. The galaxy was huge, and many secrets still waited in the dark. One day, a new message arrived. It was from a distant star system, far beyond any human or alien fleet. The message was a call for help, an emergency signal from a colony of humans who had gone far into space years ago. The colony was in danger. Strange creatures had attacked their home. They were different from any enemy Earth had faced before. The creatures were strong, fast, and seemed to multiply quickly. Captain Ryan was asked to lead a rescue mission. He gathered a team of brave pilots, scientists, and soldiers. They prepared to travel deep into space to save the lost colony. The journey was long and full of unknown dangers. The team faced meteor storms, black holes, and silence that made their hearts race. Every moment was tense. When they finally reached the colony, they saw it was damaged. Buildings were destroyed and many people were missing. The strange creatures were still there, hunting and attacking. Ryan and his team fought hard to protect the colony. They used new weapons and smart strategies. But the creatures were clever and kept coming. As they searched for answers, scientists discovered the creatures were not natural. They were created by an ancient enemy, an enemy even older than the lost civilization Ryan had found before. This enemy wanted to control the galaxy by creating monsters to destroy all life. If they succeeded, Earth and all humans could be lost forever. Ryan knew this fight was different. It was not just war, it was survival for all life. He promised the colony people, "We will protect you. We will stop this enemy." The battle grew fierce. The creatures attacked in huge numbers. Ryan and his team were tired but strong. They worked together to find the enemy's source. Finally, deep in a dark planet's caves, they found the enemy's base, a hidden laboratory creating the monsters. Ryan and his team planned their final attack. With courage and skill, they destroyed the base. The monsters stopped coming. The colony was safe. The team returned to Earth with new hope and warnings. The galaxy was full of threats, but humanity was ready to fight and protect their future. Captain Ryan looked up at the stars once more. The battle was far from over, but humans were not afraid. They had survived great wars and faced the unknown. Now they were the guardians of their world and beyond.